Imagine a state literally sitting on cash. Venezuela is a country on the Caribbean coast, 1.5 times the size of Ukraine, that possesses a real-life cheat code. Lying in its depths are 303 billion barrels of oil. This is an absolute world record. It is 4 times more than Russia, 3 times more than the UAE, and even Saudi Arabia with its sheiks is nervously smoking on the sidelines. They have 40 billion barrels less. Here is the paradox. The country could be bathing in oil, yet its economy is at rock bottom. In 2024, Venezuela traded for a pitiful $17.5 billion. For comparison, the US earned $120 billion and Russia $192 billion. What's the catch? Venezuelan oil isn't light water, it's thick, viscous sludge. To turn this substance into dollars, cosmic investments and advanced technologies, which the West possesses, are required. But local enlightened socialism successfully chased investors away, turning the oil into dead weight. The result of such management is shocking. While officials preach about greatness, 82% of people live in poverty, 53% live in extreme poverty, unable to afford even basic food. Money has turned into waste paper. The minimum wage is just a few dollars. People are voting with their feet. As of 2025, 8 million citizens have fled the country. Every fifth Venezuelan has left their home, not because of war, but because of unbearable living conditions. These are scales comparable to Ukrainian migration, only here the enemy is their own government. The saddest part is that it wasn't always this way. 100 years ago, Venezuela hit the jackpot. 1922, the first wells erupt like fountains. 1929, the country becomes the second largest oil producer in the world, only to the US. 1950s, the highest per capita income in all of Latin America. It was a true El Dorado. In 1943, the state decided enough was enough with sharing and mandated that 50% of oil profits go to the budget. The treasury was bursting at the seams with money. In 1958, after overthrowing a military dictatorship, politicians signed what seemed like a democratic pact, but it contained a ticking bomb in it. Parties agreed to divide oil profits proportional to the votes received in elections. Instead of economic development, this turned into legalized looting of the budget. Politics became a business. The more votes you got, the bigger slice of the oil pie your party received. In the 70s, Venezuela founded OPEC along with the sheiks. After the 1973 oil embargo, prices skyrocketed fourfold. Money flowed like a river, but it didn't reach the people, it settled in pockets. Officials are estimated to have stolen $100 billion. And then the music stopped. In the 80s, oil prices collapsed. The gravy train halted, leaving only deaths and an angry populace. 1989, the government's attempt to tighten belts leads to bloody riots. 1992, enter Lieutenant Colonel Hugo Chavez. He attempts a coup. It fails, but this very failure makes him a folk hero and a martyr. This was the beginning of the end of old Venezuela and the start of the populist era that finally turned the region's richest country into a ruin.